Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for clicking on today's video. So first and foremost, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone who's been showing mad love and support on all my recent videos. I've been getting a ton of comments, a bunch of positive feedback. So just wanted to say that real quick. I really do appreciate that, but let's talk about today's video. So a term I've been seeing kind of going across YouTube recently, at least on my feed, is what's in my tech bag, or maybe what's in my gadget bag, my everyday carry bag. So I got to thinking, what in the world is a tech bag? So before you know it, I'm like 2 hours deep down the YouTube rabbit hole of watching people what's in their backpack and what kind of tech they carry with them. So I love backpacks. I love seeing what other people carry with them. I'm a nerd for tech stuff, so I figured why not kind of make my own video on this. So here we are, just hit record on this camera and we're about to jump into this right here. So for me, this is not a what's in my camera bag video. This is more of a what's in my everyday carry backpack, maybe what I take to work with me, maybe what I take to a coffee shop to meet somebody to just work on some light stuff, maybe some light creative work, maybe just answer some emails, everything like that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So first things first, we obviously got to talk about the bag. So for me, it's gonna be this guy right here. I believe the company, how you pronounce it, is called Dispatch. I picked this up maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago now. If you guys can't tell by now on this channel, my favorite color is camo, so camo everything all the time. So it's a nice little backpack. I love the design of it. It has enough pockets for everything I need. I believe it's called their day pack, and I use this thing pretty much on a daily basis, especially just going to work and everything like that. So overall, I'm really happy with this bag. It carries everything I need to. It looks good, and it's just not too bulky on my back, so pretty happy with this thing. All right, I'm gonna set this thing back down here so you guys can actually see me and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so first item on the list, that is gonna be my 2018 MacBook Pro. I've talked about this thing before, but it is an absolute beast. I use this thing for pretty much everything that I do. All of my editing, most of my photo editing, pretty much anything creative work, it's gonna be done on this guy. It's funny because in my head, I'm thinking 2018, so it's already a couple years old. Is it getting dated, everything like that? But honestly, no, this thing is a beast. When I bought it, I absolutely spec'd this thing out. It has an i9, 32 gigs of RAM. It honestly flies through my edits. It still will export videos faster than the actual length of the video itself. So no complaints on this thing. It does everything I need to. Absolutely love my MacBook. The next item in my backpack is my iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch version. I picked this up last year, so this isn't the brand new one that like just came out last week. This is last year's model, but it's super fast, it's super quick, it does everything that I need to. The design of the newer model ones feel really nice in the hand. I kind of like how they're kind of like that squarish design. So for myself, my iPad is never going to replace my MacBook, just for what I need that thing to be able to do. So I find myself using my iPad the most, either if I'm just browsing, maybe I'm traveling and I want to watch Netflix, YouTube. I really do enjoy this for note taking, brainstorming ideas for my channel, write down notes either with the keyboard or with the Apple Pencil. It's fun to just physically write on this. And also editing photos on this thing is really fun. And I feel like that's a perfect way to explain the iPad for myself. It's not a necessity, but it's really fun to use. If I'm just gonna be doing some light work, a lot of times I'll find myself grabbing this. So to go along with the Apple devices, because Apple gotta have a dongle in there, so this has pretty much everything I need on it, from USB ports to HDMI to even an Ethernet or an SD card. I'll just have this in my bag, so whether I want to plug my SD card straight into my iPad or my computer to edit some photos, get into video editing, this is what I'm gonna be using. So nothing crazy, but if you're on that Apple life, you know what I'm talking about. Need a dongle, need a dongle. So next one's gonna be no surprise. If you are any type of creative out there, you are definitely gonna have an external hard drive on you. I prefer these Samsung T5s. This is a 1TB SSD, so it's gonna be super quick. So no matter if you're editing photos, transferring files, editing footage, or even editing 4K footage, this is gonna be plenty quick enough for what you need to. It's super small and lightweight, so it doesn't take up much room in your bag. And I personally picked up the red because it's so small. I don't wanna ever leave it behind anywhere, so it's just gonna grab my eye a little bit more. So yeah, big fan of these Samsung T5s. I definitely would suggest picking one of these up. So the next item is gonna be the Generation 2 Airpods. I absolutely love these things. I never leave the house without these, whether I'm going to the gym, going to work, going for a walk, listening to music, listening to podcasts, talking on the phone, editing video. This is what I'm gonna be using pretty much all of the time. And you know we had to put Jayhawk on the case here. So fun fact, I feel like I'm like the 1% of people in the world that these fit like perfectly in their ear. So I actually bought the Pros, but I preferred these so much more. I actually returned those and picked up another pair of these. So yeah, AirPods, Never leave the house without these. So nothing groundbreaking here, but I always try to have a notepad and a pen with me. No matter if I'm just going to work or I'm gonna be in some meetings and I wanna be able to take some notes. Maybe I'm jotting down an outline for a video like this, but sometimes it's just nice to have an actual physical paper to write on. So I always try to have a notepad and a pen with me. Also, these are special edition Pete's Pirate Life, fly the flag. One item I want to throw in this video, since it's always in my backpack pretty much everywhere I go, I'm always carrying this 26-ounce Yeti Rambler. In our household, Yeti is life. We actually have like a sickening amount of Yeti products. They're just a cool company. I like their branding. I like everything they do as a company, and their products are kind of top notch. So always support these guys. So yeah, maybe not the craziest piece of tech in my bag, but it's always with me. So I figured I'd share it with you guys. And then the last piece I want to talk about that's in this bag, because it's kind of a variable, it's not always going to be with me. It's going to be this guy right here, the Canon EOS RP. Now, I did say this isn't going to be a what's in my camera bag, which obviously it's not, because it's not a camera bag. I don't have most of my camera equipment. So let's say we're going to that coffee shop again and I want to take some photos there that's maybe higher quality than just an iPhone. I will usually bring this guy because it's pretty small, it's pretty minimal. So right here I have the Canon EOS RP, which creates some really high quality photos. I've definitely done some testing with this and I'm really impressed with it so far. If you guys haven't checked out my vlog kind of using this thing for the first time, definitely check that out. Full review of this thing coming, by the way. But this setup, like I said, I just have the Canon EOS RP. I have the adapter on there, and then I just have the cheap nifty 50 on here. It's the 1.8. It's not gonna take up much room in your bag, and if you pull it out at a coffee shop or at a restaurant, it's not gonna be a huge bulky camera with a giant zoom lens on it. And like I was saying, I don't always bring that camera with me, but if I know I wanna grab a couple pictures, I don't mind throwing that in my bag because it doesn't take up much room, and I can get some really high quality photos out of it. All right guys, so that pretty much completes what I carry with me in my everyday backpack, my everyday tech bag, gadget bag, whatever you wanna call it. If you guys have a similar bag that you carry with you every single day, let me know in the comments below. What is that one item inside of that you have to have with you? For me, it's definitely my AirPods. Maybe it's my MacBook. Nah, AirPods. And like I was saying, I know this is a little different than some typical content on this channel, but I figure if it interests me, maybe it would interest you guys as well, and maybe you could take something away from it. If you guys did enjoy this video, drop it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel out. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. I make a lot of content trying to help other creators create better looking content. That is a mouthful, and my name is Johnny, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. These people are watching me outside on the street right now. Hey guys. But anyways, this setup is super minimal. It's not going to take up much room in your bag, and if you want to pull it out to